Hellbound is a new South Korean Netflix series that had its first episode back on November 19th, 2021. Even more recently, however, fans have finally been told how old the cast are and their partners, something previously unknown to us. So just how old is the cast of Hellbound? What other information about the show is out there? Stick around to learn more about the latest religious Netflix series, Hellbound, the cast's real age revealed. Just how old are all of the characters from Hellbound? There are 5 main cast members that were announced by Netflix. These actors are Yoo Ha-in, Park Jung-min, Kim Yo-jun, Won Ji-ah, and Yang Ik-jun. Yoo Ha-in is currently 35 years old. Park Jung-min is 34. Similar to Yoo Ah, Kim Yoon-jo is currently around 44 years old. Won Jin-ah is younger at 30 years old. Finally, Yang Ik-jun is 46, the oldest member of the cast. The cast's partners are also revealed. Besides the age of the cast now being known, another thing we also know about these Korean actors is their partners. So who are they paired up with? Yoo Ah is currently single and doesn't have a partner. Park Jung-min is also single. Kim Yoon-jo is, like the last 2 actors, currently not involved with anyone. Won Jin-ah is single as well. Yang Ik-jun is, like all the other cast members, also single. Will there be a season 2? Next, we'll talk about the possibility of a season 2 and any information we currently have about a second season of Hellbound. The first season of Hellbound was 6 episodes, airing its final episode on November 19th, 2021. So, will there be a season 2 of Hellbound? Netflix hasn't shared any renewal status, and there is virtually no information available about the second season. Yeon Sang-ho, one of the showrunners, has said that the showrunners and Netflix have been discussing a potential renewal for the show. If there is a second season, it's likely we'd have to wait around a year or 2 to see it, however. Where do angels and executioners come from? Now we'll cover some mysteries left behind by the first season. One of the biggest unanswered questions is, where exactly do both the angels and executioners come from? Their origin seems to be supernatural, but do they come from God or Satan? In the drama, angels will come and announce to certain people that they are bound to go to hell, as well as how much longer they have. When their time comes, a group of 3 executioners will arrive and kill the hellbound sinner. This doesn't seem divine or merciful, despite the New Earth claiming they are enacting God's will. Will the leaker be punished? The next mystery we'll discuss involves a character who's played by Chase Yi. Bae, a mother, is decreed to be hellbound by angels. However, unlike every other hellbound, Bae is offered 3 billion South Korean won, $2.5 million, to livestream the event. However, viewers of the livestream want to know what sin Bae committed, as well as who she is. The information is withheld until Chase's character, a male detective, leaks the information. Despite the implications this leak would bring, the series seemingly drops the idea and the detective is never seen again. Does this hint at him being punished in the second season, or a bigger police presence in the second season? We'll have to wait and see. The people in the white masks. Another mysterious character, or rather group of characters, are the people behind the white masks we see during Bae's Hellbound demonstration. As people line up in the streets to watch the event, several different people in white masks appear and take front row seats. Their identity is never disclosed though, and they disappear from the series until another demonstration. So who exactly are they? One likely possibility is that they are the people in charge of the New Truth, as all the demonstrations took place at the New Truth's headquarters. Or they could be people in high positions wanting to remain anonymous. With how important they seem to the story, it's likely they'll be expanded upon in the second season. Jung Jin-soo's followers and his hate. Jung Jin-soo, also known as the chairman, is the leader of the New Truth Order. He decrees that the angels and executioners are enacting God's will and sending sinners to hell. However, Jin-soo himself was decreed as hellbound 20 years before the start of the show, revealing that nobody is safe from becoming hellbound. This begs the question, do his followers know their leader is hellbound? Will they somehow discover his fate? If they did discover Jinsu's fate, this would undoubtedly shake up their beliefs. Jinsu ultimately leaves Korea, seemingly disappearing to his followers. So far, we've covered things like the ages and statuses of the actors, speculation over season 2, and some of the unsolved mysteries surrounding the first season of Hellbound. There is still more to cover, like who the leader of Soto is, and discussing the ending of season 1's implications. Be sure to stick around to learn more about Hellbound. The Leader of Soto. The next thing we'll cover involves a rival organization to the New Truth, Soto. Soto is bent on stopping the New Truth and actively working against the other religious organization. Bae is first introduced to the group through a sociology professor named Hyun. Soto accomplishes their goal by finding hellbound people before New Truth and helping them hide. However, unlike New Truth, we have no idea who is the driving force behind Soto. At first, there are some theories that either Jung or Min are the leaders. However, Jung is killed and Min claims she's only a lawyer. This ultimately leaves the fate of Soto's leader up in the air. The Hellbound Baby. Throughout the series, we're constantly shown that anyone who is hellbound is guaranteed to die on the date the angel gave them. The executioners always arrive and kill the victim. There is an exception to this, however, a baby. The hellbound baby's day arrives, but instead of the baby dying, the child's parents get executed. Why? There isn't any explanation in series for this. Is it possible for someone to sacrifice themselves in place of someone else? This could imply people beginning to sacrifice others to spare themselves. What about the followers of New Truth? How will they react to a baby being declared hellbound and then somehow being spared in place of the baby's parent? Baes Rebirth. Another example of when someone who was hellbound survives comes in the form of Bae. When her execution finally came, she went to the headquarters of New Truth and was executed. As we've seen time and time again, however, after the executioners leave, Bae's remains begin to shake and slowly come together into a human body. As the final seconds of the first season come to a close, we see Bae in the fetal position, reborn. So what happened? Why is Bae still alive? Does her survival and the baby's survival have a connection? Or is Bae simply special somehow? If so, what about her is different from everyone else who was hellbound? How will the New Truth respond? With the accusation of a baby and the surprising survival of both Bae and the baby, this begs to question, how exactly will New Truth respond? Throughout the series, we see New Truth continually amass followers as they preach that the executions are God's will and live stream the events. Yet a baby was condemned to death. Why? What sin did the baby commit? Besides that though, why did the parents die instead of the baby, and what allowed Bae to survive her demonstration? It's unclear how New Truth could clear up these conflicting events. They'll have to find some way to repair their image. Arrowhead and New Truth. Besides Soto and New Truth, there's another mysterious organization working within South Korea, Arrowhead. Arrowhead preaches violence and claims that whenever God launches an arrow, Arrowhead will attack whatever target the arrow hits. But who's the leader of Arrowhead, and what is their connection to the other organizations? One possibility is that they are a subdivision of New Truth. We never see any interactions or relationships between the two groups, though, so that remains only a theory. Their intentions are also unclear, as they don't get the same amount of attention as either Soto or New Truth. So, what is Arrowhead, and who is behind it? Hopefully the second season will explore the group more. What happens to victims of the executioners? The last mystery we'll cover is a smaller one, but one that is unanswered nonetheless. What exactly happens to those that are killed by the executioners? Do they actually go to hell? This ties back into the mystery of who exactly is sending the executioners. If it is God, and victims are truly hell-bound, then it would make sense that they indeed go to hell. Another possibility, however, is that the executioners are instead sent by Satan, and in that case, the victims could either go to hell or simply be killed. There is a lot of mystery surrounding the executioners and angels, though, and this is simply a small piece of the larger puzzle. There you have it, all the information on Hellbound. The show has only ran for for one season so far, but has become insanely popular within that time. There is still a lot of mystery despite the information that has come out. Things like the actor's age and statuses, along with the possibility of a second season, are known, yet plenty of mystery still remains. What do you think? Did you like Hellbound? Comment down below. Thanks for watching.